Are you ready for a bombshell news update on the Chicago Bears? The team is at a crossroads that could change their season forever. With the trade deadline looming, there's a $54 million veteran on the radar who could be the key to protecting the future quarterback. Will the Bears lock down this star before it's too late? Stick around until the end to find out how this move could transform the offensive line and catapult the team toward glory. In other hot news, the Bears have been in serious talks with a division rival about a young running back who has many in the organization wondering if he's worth the risk. Conversations with the Vikings have taken an unexpected turn, and it seems the team might decide to keep their talented running back instead of letting him go. Are they holding a card close to their chest? And as if that wasn't enough, ESPN has proposed a potential trade that could be a home run for the Bears. With the season underway and some players on the chopping block, the team might be more inclined to trade one of their running backs for future assets. Just imagine how the game could change if the Bears make a smart move. What do you think, fans? Don't forget to comment and share your thoughts as we explore the best options for the team's future. And you know the drill. If you want to keep riding this exciting wave, subscribe and join us. Let's get straight to the point. The latest news about the Chicago Bears is heating things up, and there's a rumor causing quite a stir. The Bears are looking for a significant addition before the trade deadline. Now I ask you, are you ready for what could be a monumental move? Reports suggest that the Bears might be interested in Cam Robinson, the left tackle from the Jacksonville Jaguars. $54 million on the line? That's no small change. Here's the deal. The offensive line has been a headache for Chicago, and keeping our rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams, upright is absolutely crucial. Can you imagine if we land Robinson? That would be a game changer. We've seen some improvements on the offensive line in recent weeks, but it's not enough. How can they expect Caleb to develop if he doesn't have the protection he needs? Robinson, with his experience since being drafted 34th overall in 2017, could be the solution we're looking for. He's not just a reliable tackle, he's a veteran who knows what it takes to win. The competition for Robinson is going to be fierce, and as Nick Villano from Fanside points out, the Bears have desirable assets. What if we use that second-round draft pick we have from the Panthers? It's time to make that offer count. Just imagine the impact it could have on Caleb Williams' development. Now, it all comes down to whether the Bears are willing to make the move. Let's not forget that Robinson is in the final year of his 3-year contract. The Jaguars know they're at a crossroads. Should they risk losing him for nothing next year? I don't think they will. And the Bears need to seize this opportunity. Now let me ask you, do you think the Bears should take the risk and make an offer for Robinson? Or would you prefer they focus on other aspects of the roster? Drop your comments below. This is crucial for the team's future, and we need to hear your voice. Let's dive right into the exciting world of Chicago Bears news. Today we're talking about a hot topic, trade talks involving Khalil Herbert with the Minnesota Vikings. First off, let me say this. Did anyone really think the Bears were going to let Herbert go that easily? The answer is a resounding no. Khalil Herbert, a player who has proven his worth on the field, caught the Vikings' attention, but GM Ryan Poles decided that the value in that offer just wasn't enough. And let's be honest, that should make us think. What is Poles really planning? Now, why were the Vikings so interested in Herbert? According to Darren Wolfson from KTSP, Minnesota preferred Khalil over Cam Akers. I mean, how is it possible that a player who has racked up 1,791 yards and 9 touchdowns in his career isn't considered a valuable asset? The reality is that this year, Herbert has had a slow start, with just 16 yards and 1 touchdown on 8 carries. Is that what the Vikings saw and thought they could take advantage of? It's possible, but is it enough to let go of a running back with his potential? Speaking of his contract situation, Herbert is in the final year of his rookie deal, and without an extension, he'll become an unrestricted free agent in March 2025. So now I ask you, should Poles consider an extension, or is it better to keep him until the end of the season? Keeping Herbert on the team can be risky. If a backfield injury occurs with DeAndre Swift or Roskin Johnson, the Bears could lose a valuable asset. But if they hold on to him, aren't they risking losing him in free agency? The Bears' situation is tricky, and while it's not the worst scenario, having 3 starting running backs on the same roster is a dilemma. Is Herbert the type of player who can help balance the rushing attack? With the abilities he's shown on special teams, like recovering an onside kick in London, his value extends beyond just the line of scrimmage. So what decision should polls make? Some might argue that if they're not willing to offer him a contract, it's better to trade him now, especially with the trade deadline just 3 weeks away. But do they really want to risk losing him? In this league, injuries are a reality, and Herbert could be the key to keeping the rushing attack competitive. Let's dive into this hot news about the Chicago Bears. I'm talking about the possibility of the team making a strategic move before the trade deadline. And now, I ask you, are you ready for a change that could benefit both the team and a player who has been underutilized? Because ESPN has thrown out a proposal that we can't ignore. Khalil Herbert on the market. Is he the best option for the Bears? Now listen up. The NFL is buzzing with trade rumors, and while superstars like Davante Adams and Amari Cooper have already found new homes, the Bears are lagging behind in the conversation. Why? Because while we're in the bye week, some fans are desperately calling for the team to make a significant play. But here's the twist. It seems the Bears might be more inclined to sell rather than buy. Who's on the trading block? The answer is clear. Khalil Herbert. This guy was a starter in the backfield, but his production has been practically non-existent in recent weeks. Why? Because offensive coordinator Shane Waldron has no plan for him. It's that simple. Herbert is in the final year of his rookie contract, and this raises the question, why not capitalize on him before it's too late? ESPN, through Bill Barnwell, has presented a tempting proposal. Send Khalil Herbert to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a 6th-round pick in 2025. And I think this could be a masterstroke. Think about it. The Bears would gain an extra draft choice, the Cowboys would add an explosive running back in need of a fresh start, and Herbert would have the chance to prove himself in a new environment. Barnwell points out that Herbert has had his share of explosive plays with the Bears. But how can a player who has shown productivity be left without a role in the offense? It's a mystery. The reality is that Herbert is stuck in a situation where he can't shine. And that's where the opportunity for a trade becomes a viable path. Now, let me be clear. While moving Herbert might make sense from the perspective of gaining value, there's a big downside. Who's left in the backfield if we trade him? Travis Homer is on injured reserve, Ian Wheeler missed the whole season, and that leaves us with DeAndre Swift and Roskin Johnson. Is that enough? Now I'll tell you this. Depth is a concern, but should we let that hold us back? From my point of view, the answer is a resounding no. The Bears have to think about the future, and if they can get a draft pick for a player who isn't being utilized, it's a decision worth considering. The depth in the backfield is an issue that can be addressed later, but letting the opportunity to gain value slip away now would be a mistake. So here's my question for you, Chicago Bears fans. Do you think we should make this trade and risk being thin at running back? Or do you prefer we keep Herbert and stay in a situation that doesn't benefit him? I'm looking forward to your comments, and remember, together, we are stronger. Now let me ask you an important question. Do you think the Bears should take the risk and make a play for Robinson, or would you prefer they focus on other areas of the roster? Drop your comments below. This is crucial for the future of the team, and we need your voice in this conversation. At the end of the day, here's the big question we all need to consider. Should the Bears risk losing Khalil Herbert, or should they hold on to his talent and seek an extension before it's too late? I want to hear what you think. Leave your comments, and let's get this conversation started. So Chicago Bears fans, do you think we should make this trade and risk being thin at running back? Or do you prefer we keep Herbert and stay in a situation that doesn't benefit him? I look forward to your comments because together, we are stronger. Subscribe to the channel and join our Chicago Bears family. Your support is vital to keep bringing you exciting news and to keep the passion for our team alive. And remember, together, we are stronger. Hail to the Bears.